I'm going to use a very basic animation here to demonstrate easing. Easing basically alters the rate at which a tween happens. By default, if we create an animation like this where the box simply moves down, Flash will make this tween happen at a regular rate. That is, it happens at the same speed all the way through the tween. But with easing we can change that. Say for example we wanted to make this box look like someone had just dropped it. The nature of gravity would make the box move slowly at the beginning and then gradually speed up. This is easy enough to simulate in Flash. All we have to do is add easing. Now if you'll notice, there's a box here where we can drop in a numerical value, and there's also a slider. We can move 100 all the way down to -100. You'll also notice just to the right of this slider there's a label that changes from in to out. And what does that mean? Well, basically, if we ease out, the animation will start quickly and finish slowly. It eases at the end. If we ease in, the opposite happens, which incidentally is just the effect that we were trying to make. Somebody drops the box, it starts slowly and finishes quickly. Now, if you're using Flash Basic 8 or any older version of Flash prior to version 8, this is the only easing control you'll have. However, in Flash Professional 8, Macromedia has included advanced controls. Hit the Edit button here, and you see a graph. This graph is laid out with frames along the bottom and tween percentage along the left. Our tween, as demonstrated by this area here, happens between frame 1 and frame 30. Now you probably noticed that when I select these points, tangent handles appear. We can grab these and drag them to change the behavior of the tween. And we can do some pretty crazy things with this. With this setting, our tween will start very slowly and then start to happen very fast in the middle and then slow down again. And we can preview this by hitting the play button here. You can also reset this with the button over here at the right. Now, not only can we change the endpoints of the tween, we can actually create extra middle points. Just click on the line. There's one there. Notice that if we try to drag this all the way around this way, we can't make the line return towards the left. And this makes sense because we can't go backwards in frames. But what we can do is flip it around the other way, and we can actually make the tween go backwards for a little while. Let's have a look at that. As you can see, this gives us a lot more control over our tweens than we previously had. And finally, up at the top we have a property box. By default that's grayed out because every change we make to the tween here will apply to every property of the object. Let's unselect this and see what we can do. We can set separate tweens for the position, rotation, scale, color, and filters on our object. That's pretty cool. Or we can just use one for everything. Okay, there's our crazy tween. And that takes care of our lesson on easing.